Did you know the largest financial fraud in history was exposed by a simple math equation that nobody wanted to believe? For decades, Bernie Madoff claimed he had discovered a perfect investment strategy, one that never failed, one that produced steady profits year after year, no matter what the market did. To investors, it sounded like genius. To mathematicians, it sounded impossible. In the year 2000, financial analyst Harry Markopolos was asked to analyze Madoff's returns. Almost immediately, something didn't add up. While every legitimate fund experienced losses during market downturns, Madoff reported consistent gains. Month after month, year after year, even during major crashes. That alone violated the basic laws of finance. Markopolos ran the numbers. The math was shocking. To generate the returns Madoff claimed, his fund would have needed to control more than 100% of certain stock markets. In some scenarios, he would have had to buy more options than actually existed in the world. Statistically, it was impossible. To explain it simply, the odds of Madoff's performance were like flipping a coin and getting heads every time for decades. Not 10 times, not 50, hundreds of times in a row. No legitimate trading strategy could ever achieve that. The only logical explanation was fraud. Markopolos didn't just suspect wrongdoing. He documented everything. He wrote detailed reports explaining exactly how the scheme worked and why the numbers could not be real. Then he did what any responsible analyst would do. He reported it to the Securities and Exchange Commission, the agency meant to protect investors. The SEC didn't listen. Not once, not twice. Markopolos submitted evidence 5 separate times over 9 years. Each report was ignored, dismissed, or misunderstood. Some regulators didn't even know how Madoff's strategy was supposed to work, yet they cleared him anyway. While regulators looked the other way, the Ponzi scheme kept growing. Pension funds poured in billions, charities trusted Madoff with their endowments. Families invested their life savings. Every new dollar didn't get invested. It was used to pay earlier investors and keep the illusion alive. By the time anyone acted, the damage was enormous. The total fraud reached $65 billion. Thousands of lives were destroyed. Retirements vanished overnight. Entire organizations collapsed. And all of it could have been stopped years earlier by listening to one simple mathematical warning. Ironically, Madoff wasn't exposed by brilliant investigation or government oversight. He was exposed by panic. When the 2008 financial crisis hit, investors demanded $7 billion in withdrawals. For the first time, the money wasn't there. The system finally broke. With nowhere left to hide, Bernie Madoff confessed to his sons. The scheme collapsed instantly. What math had proven years earlier became undeniable reality. The fraud didn't survive exposure, it survived denial. Regulators didn't fail because the truth was hidden, but because it was ignored. This case revealed something terrifying about financial systems. You don't always need complexity to uncover fraud. Sometimes, basic math is enough. The real danger is when institutions refuse to accept conclusions they don't want to hear, especially when powerful people are involved. One equation could have saved billions. One warning could have protected thousands of lives. But it wasn't the math that failed. It was the system. And that raises an uncomfortable question. How many other financial crimes are hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone to do the math? After the confession, investigators uncovered the full scale of the deception. There were no sophisticated trading algorithms, no secret market advantage, no hidden genius. Client money was never invested. New deposits were simply used to pay older investors, creating the illusion of steady growth. The longer the scheme lasted, the more dangerous it became. Each year required more money. Each year demanded more trust. By the time it collapsed, Madoff's operation had become the largest Ponzi scheme in recorded history, and it thrived not because it was complex, but because it was simple, quiet, and protected by reputation. The aftermath was devastating. Thousands of victims lost everything. Retirement plans vanished. Foundations shut down overnight. Some investors were left with nothing but debt and disbelief. Many asked the same question: how could this happen for so long? The answer wasn't intelligence. It wasn't technology. It was authority. People trusted the name instead of the numbers. Institutions trusted each other instead of verifying facts. And when warnings appeared, they were dismissed as impossible, inconvenient, or exaggerated. Harry Markopolos later explained that he never needed access to Madoff's accounts to expose the fraud. The math alone was enough. Anyone who checked it carefully would have seen the truth. But in finance, confidence often matters more than evidence, and certainty can silence skepticism. The system didn't fail because it lacked information. It failed because it ignored it. The Madoff scandal changed how financial fraud is understood forever. It proved that massive crimes don't always rely on secrecy. Sometimes they rely on silence. A single equation could have stopped the damage years earlier, but belief outweighed logic. And that is the most dangerous formula of all. When trust replaces verification, fraud doesn't need to hide. It only needs time.